Hey everybody, how you doing today? I'm out here getting my steps in as I try to, as you see. And it's a beautiful day here in Houston, taking in the vitamin D and just enjoying life. I wanted to talk to you guys today. I don't know if some of you guys know, but I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Born and raised. Mom's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Dad's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Cousins, tons of family there. And so, as you guys know, Black Wall Street, the anniversary is this weekend, 100 years. And it's been a really emotional time because just thinking about what happened and all that was lost and all that was taken and just the emotions of the whole thing. And then 2 weeks from now we got Juneteenth coming, and I just realized, I heard somebody say, a lot of people say, well, I didn't know anything about this. I had never heard anything about this. And of course you haven't, because they're not going to teach it in our history books. But what I want to say is, it is not their responsibility to teach your child your history. They will teach you his history, but not yours. I was fortunate enough to come from a family, my mother, my grandmother, and taught me about African American history period. If you know me, I like history. I just do. I like history. I like different cultures. I like knowing why the war happened, who won, who didn't, what was lost, what part of the country used to be named this, what part it changed to this, all of that. Those are just things that I just enjoy. I enjoy geography. I enjoy history. That's just what I am. But we got to realize it is not their responsibility to teach us our history. I look back at my daughter, she's 23 years old now, but 99.9% of the African American history that she knows and that she was taught by me, my mother, but me. I made sure that she knew about African American history. I went and purchased books. We lived in half-price bookstore. We lived in bookstores, Barnes and Nobles. We did that. Now you don't have to because everything's on the internet. But my point I want to get across to is that you have to take responsibility for your child's education. Nobody else is responsible. I know we have teachers, and I know they have salaries, and I know they go to school and they get degrees, and they're supposed to do all of that. But you need to understand that there are forces in play that dictate what is taught to our children if we leave it to them to educate them. So you can no longer say they didn't teach them in school, the school ain't teaching them nothing. No, what are you teaching your child? What are you doing to make sure your child has an excellent education? What are you doing? I don't care if you're making $100,000. I don't care if you ain't got no job. I do not care. There are public libraries everywhere, and if they ain't in there, you do some research. I'm sure somebody will help you if you take the time. Because if we took the time to put energy into truly educating our children about who they are and where they came from and where they're going and the possibilities and the shoulders that we stood on, because that's not remembered. Not too long ago, they didn't even want to teach us. They didn't even want us to know anything. We were not supposed to be educated. And what did we go do? We created our own schools. We created our own universities. That's what we did. HBCU. My daughter goes to one, Texas Southern University. I can name others, Prairie View, Howard, Alabama A&M, Mississippi Valley, Southern, Tuskegee. I know I'm missing Morehouse, Spelman. That's what we did. We did. So I just want to, and I'm just ruffle some people's feathers. We have to teach our children. We'll spend all our time and we will go to church and we will help our kids learn how to recite verses of the Bible. Nothing wrong with that. We pray with them over food. We pray with them in the morning. We pray with them before they go to sleep at night. What if every day and every night you took the time to teach your child one significant event about African American history every single day? What if you did that? What if you did that? What would they know? You wouldn't depend on anybody else to teach them. And matter of fact, you would learn something yourself. Because guess what? You would have to take the time out from whatever you're doing, 5 minutes, and Google. Just Google African American history. Who was the first person that did the open heart surgery? Who created the stoplight? Who created the air conditioner? Who figured out how to separate plasma and blood? I don't know. Look it out. But I'm just saying, it is our responsibility. Nobody else. I don't care. They are passing bills trying not to teach our children about discrimination and racism and stuff like that when it's everywhere. And which is showing that it's racism because you're trying to pass a bill to not teach about racism. I don't know. But anyways, I just needed to get that off my chest because I've just been feeling some kind of way about it. And I am excited and thrilled that people are taking the time to know about, understand Black Wall Street. One more thing. This is how powerful Black Wall Street was, y'all. And how many of us live there. 300 people were killed. 300. That lets you know how big the population was. Hospitals, hotels, everything. Everything. So, I'm going to stop there. Once again, just teach your kids. Just take the time out to teach them. Just take the time out to. And I encourage, one more thing. I know I'm going on. One more thing. I encourage every African American person. I know we take trips everywhere. We go to the Caribbean, Jamaica, Bermuda, Bahamas, Cabo San Lucas, Cancun. We take the cruises and all of that. Get all of that. Been there, done that. Why don't you take a trip to Tulsa, Oklahoma? Go actually stand on Greenwood. Stand on it. Close your eyes and feel what was lost and have a better understanding. You got to put your feet there. You got to touch it. So I'm going to go now. Once again, this is Shelly from Your Truth Life Coach. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.